Let's start with your name. Where'd your name come from?
Well, it started off from when I was playing basketball. I was nice with it. I used to make the highlight reel for a lot of times in high school. They used to call me highlight reel, and then when I started off with the music, I stand out a lot. My swag a little different. My steez on a whole nother level, so then I just felt like I stick out, highlight what it was. That's what I went with.
Now, is there a meaning behind your hair?
Well, nah, not really behind my hair. There's no meaning. My style is just crazy. It's like I switch it up. It's my third time actually growing this hairstyle. I been had it way, way back. It was a mohawk. That's what everybody started noticing, seeing me with the mohawk, and then I chopped it up, switched it up at the back,
Now, what about the green color in it? Is there a meaning behind that green color?
The green color was actually, a bluish color. It was more like a royal bluish color at first. I just had it all royal bluish with blonde at the roots, like just at the tip. It was just more just to stick out a little bit more. I like attention, but the hair wasn't really just to grab attention. It just, I like pleasing, my fans. They like to see that, so I did that.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from Kenner, Louisiana. Kenner, Louisiana. When you land in New Orleans at the New Orleans International Airport, you actually landed in Kenner, Louisiana, 5 minutes away from my neighborhood, Lincoln Manor. Yeah, that's where I'm from right there.
Now, Kenner, is that considered its own city,
Yes.
town, or is it considered like a suburb of New Orleans or something like that?
It's its own city, outside of Greater New Orleans. When you land in the airport, that is the city of Kenner that you landed in, right there, smack dead, right there, by Williams and Veterans. 31st Strip, that's the strip. 27 Park, that's where a lot of my team from there too. You know what I'm saying? You landed in Kenner, Kenner. My dude Route from there, Young Roddy, he from Kenner, from the same strip. Yeah, we got talent down there, man. Many more to come.
Now, speaking of talent, what's your opinion of the state of rap music right now in Louisiana?
Rap music in Louisiana is a lot of gangster music. It's a lot of bounce, really, to be honest. That's what you usually hear on the radio, bounce and music that's from other areas that's popping, But the local music in New Orleans is gun robbing, I'm thugging and getting money, and then you might hear some bounce in between. So we have some talent down there that's real versatile, a lot of talent that's slept on, but what the region is calling for is bounce, and what pleases the streets, and the streets want to hear that trap music right now.
Now, give me a tour of the city of Kenner for someone that's never been there before. Let's start with the food. Favorite food spot in the city?
Favorite food spot for me, hands down, in the city would have to be Tasties, located right next to the barber shop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my dude Joe, keep me fresh. You know what I'm saying? That's the best spot to eat at. They have people come from the city after clubbing 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, drive all the way to Kenner just to hit Tasties for the donuts, the hot sausage with the cheese. You can get whatever you want.
What do you personally order there?
Me personally, the hot sausage with the cheese dressed. I need to cut in half. If I'm baked up a little bit, I'll replace the bread with, replace the toast with 2 donuts, you know what I'm saying? Because you could do that, you know what I'm saying? You can use the donuts for bread. And that's how I'm coming. That's what I get every time.
Now, what about the nightlife? Is there a nightlife scene out there in Kenner?
Well, really in the nightlife, Kenner, you know what I'm saying? As far as clubbing, it's not really no main attraction for no big clubs that you'll feel like everybody from surrounding areas will come. But this has its nights, Thursdays and Fridays, little grills and bars that be popping after hour spots, where everybody come link up at before they go in. But that's, as far as night attraction, nah, it's not really one of the spots for big night attraction.
No strip clubs either?
Strip club, no major ones, you know what I'm saying? But they have some spots where they get it at. They always gonna get it in the strip club. They gonna make the money, so no matter the location.
Now, we talked about the food and the nightlife, or lack thereof. Any other spots you recommend someone first time visiting Kenner see, do, or visit while they're in town besides the airport? Besides
the airport, if you like to gamble, you can go all the way down Williams, go to the casino right by the lake. It's a nice little family location where people chill at. I recommend you go there to get your mind free and go actually come up on some money, nice steaks too also. But that's the main spot it's just really like a little comfortable, rural little spot. If you're known, everybody gonna know you. If you're not known, everybody probably still know you from seeing you,
Now, what about the lingo? What are some terms or some phrases one might hear in the city of Kenner right about now?
whatever you hear in the city of New Orleans, you're going to hear in Kenner, because every lingo around, everybody try to start their own lingo. You're going to hear your dig, you're going to hear your heard me, you're going to hear, I'm swagging, now you're hearing splashing, I'm dripping sauce and all that. I say steez me, personally. That's what I say, my steez nice, I feel like everybody talk their own way, but if you talking a nice conversation, I feel like they're going to talk it and run it with you. Like my partner Al always say, but you talk good, that's what's going to get you somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So you going to just have open ear and you going to feel it with their gesture. Their gesture going to show you how they really feeling,
What does steez mean?
Steez, styling, easy, that's what I said. I heard steez in Cali. I heard Post Malone say steez, but I took the word and put my own meaning to it, to be honest with you. I call it steez. I say it's styling easy because I wake up, I throw something on, I feel like I'm fresh, you know what I'm saying? Fresh is up here. The clothes really don't mean nothing. I mean, you want to be clean and look nice, but yeah, the steez real hot right now, man.
Now, what about special events? Are there any special events you recommend someone come to Kenner specifically for? Like, for example, obviously New Orleans has Mardi Gras. That's a huge deal over there. Anything in Kenner you recommend someone come to the city especially for? Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, if I'm not throwing no concert, because I haven't threw one yet, I would tell you come for that. But other than that, man, just come. If you want to see some good people, I mean, it's the same thing as in the city, man. You see some good people, good attitude, seafood, the food great because it's right there in the area of New Orleans. You come down to the south, you're going to have good food regardless. Come to Kansas City, you're going to see me, man. I take you a tour by myself, man. Come with the gang.
Now, let's take it back a little bit. What type of student were you in school?
To be honest with you, I was a geek. Nerd, smart. Reason I call myself nerd was because they outlanded me because I like the books. I'm smart. I can't fight it. I like learning. It is what it is. The brain you're supposed to learn.
Graduated high school?
Yes, sir.
College?
Yes, sir.
Graduated college?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to say what college you went to?
I went to Blue Cliff College. I graduated for CMA. They told me I couldn't do it. I did it, full of tats, mouth. I went and did that, you know what I'm saying? Certified medical assistant, graduated in August. That's just a first little accomplishment, you know what I'm saying? So, high school, Jehovah Jireh Christian Academy, you know what I'm saying? That's where I graduated from. I went to multiple ones before, but we ain't go all the way down that line. So I'm a knowledgeable young man. We could hold a nice intellectual conversation if you want to, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know where I grew up at. You can't deny the fact where I grew up and what I seen every day. But at the same time, moms and grams and them put it in my head, without an education, you ain't nothing.
Now let's talk about the education. Now there's different thoughts and beliefs when it comes to college. Mm-hmm. Now, for example, some people say you need to go to college. Some people say you don't need to go to college. Maybe you go to a trade school and you do something else. Other people have gone to college and graduated and not even doing the career that they went to college for. Some people went to college and dropped out and became very successful on their own, like True. Bill Gates or Kanye West, for example. And what is your thoughts overall on somebody watching this interview thinking about going to college?
I feel like, and to be honest with you, I'm going to take my glass off so you can see me if you know I'm honest. I feel like, to be honest with you, if you feel like college is where it's at for you, go get it. Go chase it. Don't worry about it. If you get financial aid and they take care of that for you, you do that. If you're paying out of pocket and you can afford it, do that. If you got a plan to make that money do it, do that. But don't feel like you're forced to go to college because it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? High school is, I say, for everybody. You need to go graduate and get your high school diploma so you could be well ready. But if you want to get business ready and better yourself for the world, and make yourself better, have a better foundation, yeah, take that step and go to college. But once again, it's really not for everybody. It's not a forced move.
Would you do it again if you could?
If I could, I would. I like to pick up something else. like I say, I like learning. I respect Kevin Gates so much and Wayne and them so much because they, as you look at them, you can stereotype them because of their tattoos and their life and their past, but these dudes are scholars. These dudes have educations, you know what I'm saying? So, and me as a young man growing still, I'm expanding my brain every day. There's no dumb conversation to me, unless we're just sitting there talking about rocks and not really learning nothing. You know what I'm saying? But expand your brain. Remember that. Remember that.
Now, what about jobs? Any jobs you had growing up, if any?
Selling shoes. retail, washing cars, laboring, tearing houses down, working for a week, getting fired, fussing with the manager, having bad attitude. You can't have a bad attitude and work for the man. And when I say the man, I'm not necessarily talking about the white man. I'm talking about the boss. You can't have a bad attitude and work with that, and I do have a bad attitude. And you know, I mean, but I had a daughter. That's my baby, you know what I'm saying? She make me smile every day right now. That's my motivation, you know? Harmony. She made me work and grind. I'm a dream chaser for her. It used to be just for me, but for her. So all them jobs that I walked off of and fought the manager and all that for, that was childish. That's when I was growing up. But now, you know what I'm saying, I hold a steady job, work, and I get this money out, man. You know, chase this dream. Money make the dream move faster. Remember that. My dude Rich told me that. Shout out my dude Rich.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of those jobs you just mentioned?
Yes. Champs. Selling shoes. Went from stocking shoes to being an assistant manager in like 45 days. Off the hustle and the grind, because I'm bringing my team in that'll come to the sales, showing them what the sales. If they seeing that, they like, oh, you're the people person. I move up fast. Moving up fast is not always the best thing. Remember that. Slow it down, take pace, take steps, man. You know what I'm saying? Because some people might be trying to mess over you. Basically, long story short was I took that position. You know what I'm saying? They noticed I was green as far as like being a manager, but they knew I was ready for it. They were swiping shoes, and we all wore the same size. When it all came down, it was on my watch. You had to take that lick, you know what I'm saying? So either I pay that money or I go do that time, you know what I'm saying? But the cameras told it all, so I ended up having not to pay no money. But that was a crazy situation. I had one of them jobs I named right there.
Now, what's the worst thing you put your parents through?
To be honest with you, too much shit. I can't even just put one thing on. I done put them through so much shit. That's why I don't sleep and I grind to get this, so they could, the time that I fucked up for them, I could grind and hustle to make them better for now. We all fuck up, and I fucked up a lot, just off moving a lot. Made me fuck up. I remember to back out, like I said, I was smart. But at home, it was different.
What's your message to the youth?
Use your brain, grind hard, be the best that you could be. That's my message. And in my music, I promote real music. I'm going to be honest for you. My music not necessarily for no little kids. This music right now that I'm giving to them is not for no little kids. I mean, I may come with a little hot little single or something for the radio, give them something to move to. But as far as my message, I'm speaking off straight struggle and how we getting here in everyday life, because we moving rapid. So to be honest with you, the best message I have for the kids is expand your brain, finish school, and do what you want to do. Be the best at it.
Let's talk music a little bit. Now, when it comes to the music industry, what do you hate the most about it at this point? What bothers you? What's your biggest pet peeve?
The mimicking.
Explain.
Everybody won't sound like all right. Migos came with a hot flow. Everybody wanted to rap like that. Music get caught up in that too much, and it like you forget your originality and you forget your sound. Yeah, your message stay the same, but your delivery sounding like him, man. That's why the radio's so poo. The radio play the same songs over and over that's hot, but everything's sounding the same because competition gonna want to stick in with the crowd. That's like with the tracks. All the tracks are sounding alike because they see everybody trying to get DJ Mustard's song. That's how it was way back in the Gap. It switches up. But that's one thing that I always didn't like about the game as far as when it came to like the 2004-05 era going forward, back now to now. Everything started to be mimicked, and it used to be so much originality to the point you had to choose what was your biggest group, who was your favorite artist. Now you just be like, I like this style of rap. It's crazy.
Now, who do you blame for that? Do you blame the music industry, the executives, the artists, or do you blame the listeners, the consumers, the fans?
Oh, you can't blame the consumers because the consumers can't. We don't make the music. I mean, they don't make the music that they want us to give them. They just they like what they like. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's basically what we say. We can't base the music industry because the music industry only put money behind what's hot. It's the youth. All the youth that's coming into the game, like, you know what I'm saying? They come with that wild shit, yeah. And it sell money. It's all to make money. But we talking about to the people who really like music. That's why they still listen to the Usher Confessions and the old DMXs and all that, because they like the message of the shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no more messages. Shout out Cole, shout out Kendrick, shout out them whole movements, you know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody on the East Coast with all the battle rapping and all that. They coming with, you know, a message, even though it may be a negative message or what their life or whatever, it's still a message. Mainstream music really don't have too much messages because it's about what can sell and make money and what can make a move. I ain't gonna lie, I like all of mainstream music as far as the beats, club music, but it's just a little bit too much of that mimicking going on, man.
Top 3 things you need in the studio.
Drugs. And I know that sound bad, but hey, we are who we are, man. I'm a modern day hippie, man. I need my drugs. That's my fuel. That's my ammunition. Without drugs, I still can't make music. So let's not get that twisted. But I need my drugs. I need a great environment. That's number one. I have to have a good mellow vibe, because if it's negative vibes around me, I can't really build. I'm an instant builder. Sometimes I take what I wrote, rip it up, throw it away, and just build from scratch right there because the vibe's so nice, you know what I'm saying? And the next thing that I need my team. It may not be my whole team. My team may be one person, but that's still my team right there. Just so, in case I'm slipping, they got me right.
What type of drugs?
My drug of choice is weed. I used to partake in lean a lot, but as me seeing a lot of people get real sick from off that I used to drink it a lot. It never happened to me, but I don't want it to happen, so I fell back off of that. Xambars. That's one of my favorites, you know. I like downers. They mellow me out because I'm a hype person already. I'm so hype. If I don't take drugs, my mind running, racing. I'm too active, you know. I need to chill out. My attitude will be bad, and I'll be cool and calm.
What type of marijuana? What strain?
Sativa. I really don't like the mixed brands too much because my high be too it be too random. Not saying I don't like the high, it just be too random. I know what I can expect when I'm smoking my nice strain, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not too picky. If it give me high, I roll with it.
Craziest studio story, if you have one.
Craziest studio story. Producer didn't smoke. I guess he was feeling the vibe of the song. He asked for the weed. We was telling him no. He kept asking for the weed, passing the weed. He smoking. About 10 minutes in, he passed the fuck out. Come clean the fuck out. Middle of the session, we trying to wake him up. He's just stupid, dumb high. You know what I'm saying? Good thing that he actually rocked with us and liked the session. You know what I'm saying? It was covered, of course. You know, but that was the craziest thing that ever happened to me. And that drink of we wasn't in town. Good thing we had extra night anyway, you know. But that's the craziest thing.
What's the realest song you ever wrote so far in your whole catalog of music?
Million.
What's that about?
It's about my lifestyle as an artist. You know, I was signed to an independent label. You know, 5 years. It was getting it out the mud. We started it. You know what I'm saying? Lost a lot, made a lot. You know, I just wanted to make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want to make $1 million? It's the realest song I wrote. It talks about my downfalls. It talks about my upcomings. It talks about me losing out. It talks about me winning. It gives you me. And then as I'm giving you me, it's going to draw you in because you want $1 million. Okay, how wealthy you are. You wouldn't mind taking another $1 million. You know?
Let's talk risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
The biggest risk I took was they had, which supposedly, because it was fake, they had a tryout. It was supposed to be so-called a tryout, and it was in Minnesota. But they had all these A&R names, and when I looked up these A&Rs in these industries and stuff, and they were popping up on Google. I'm talking about official. So I'm like, okay. And it was telling me to invest, fly myself out there. Once I fly myself out there, come here and I did all that. I spent up to like $2,500 just off like, you know, me getting fresh, tripping, you know, the trip, round trip, all that to get back and forth, woo, woo, and go out there for it to be a dud. But that just goes to show you the sacrifice I'm willing to take. That was my last, you know. I took my rent, my next 2 months of rent, took that, like, because I'm that confident in my music. I mean, I'm that confident in what I could bring to the game. That was the biggest risk that I ever took with it, though.
Now, how'd you know it was a dud?
I mean, I didn't know it from the jump, but that's why I was so grind mode to go get it, to get everything right, fly out there and everything.
So you fly over there, and what do you see?
When I fly over there and I get to the address is nothing. It's a pool address. It's a old warehouse type look. You know what I mean? It's just all fake. I already done PayPal this money for my, and you know, that would kill them. Once I PayPal and they sent me the address, I Googled the address, everything was official. The picture that popped up it looked like the building was up. You get there, rubble, beat up. It just looked bad.
Were there other people there with you?
No. Nah, I don't know how they set it up. They probably had times. I don't know how it went. I mean, I never looked into it, but I know I got ganked, and I know I traveled way out there for nothing.
Now, when it comes to PayPal, were you able to get a refund or ask for a refund?
To be honest with you, Smallz, man, I was so pissed I didn't even fucking with it. I didn't even fuck with it. I felt like I was you know, when you feel play, you won't do something. But when there's something technical like that, yeah, I'm smart enough to go through customer service and all that. But I don't know if you ever felt so drove to the point you say, fuck it. Like, fuck it. And I had to grind hard, and I was like, everything that I do from now on going to be face-to-face business, or that I know that this is legit.
Now, do you have advice for somebody watching this, seeing those type of events or flyers? And I mean, because you do see that conferences with A&Rs and events with A&Rs, or like a open mic with A&Rs. I mean, you see all different types of events, some real, some being fake.
Right.
Because I've been to some real ones. I haven't been to some fake ones, but I've attended real ones before. Now, somebody watching this that doesn't want to get tricked and fall for the same thing that you sadly fell for, what would you, advice-wise, give to them before spending that type of money on an event, such as the one you were going for?
Do your research. Do your research to a T. Make sure everything is legit up in there. Where I slipped up is, the person who gave me this, I didn't look into him too much. I looked as far as to the event. Just look up whoever give the information, see if they connected to it, and it all real, make face match up, you know. Then you go with it, but just don't go paying because somebody say so, man. Because you can't get your money back. These are going to be drove, and you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it, man. Technology today is too advanced, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and just take that extra step and just put it in. It's all right, though. That was a little while back, you know what I'm saying? We take licks, though. But just always do your research all the way through, man. Plan ahead.
What are your keys to success?
My keys to success is you grind hard, you pray. If you have your priorities right on point, that equals success. That's props, man. That's what we stand for. What my music side is Money Hungry Elite. That's MHE, man. MH3, though. You know what I'm saying? That's Money Hungry Elite. That's the music side. But what we stand for is props, and that is the key to its success. If your priorities are right on point, you have no choice but to gain success, man. You're going to prosper. And speaking of that, man, you know, I got you something. You know, you don't have to keep it on camera, but if we talking about the props. Got you a hat.
What's this?
That's a hat, man, you know.
A dad hat?
Yeah, man, get that hat with the Hennessy on it. You flip it around.
Oh, yeah, show this to the camera.
Show that to the camera, man. You don't mind me opening it up for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Open it up, man. Shout out my dude Bug, man, Mikey, man. You know, that's who, my dude Low, my dude Sonny, that's who started this, man. Props, man. Props gear. You see it, props. PROPS, priorities right on point equals success, man. That's the gear, man. The Hennessy on the front, man. You know everybody on that Hennessy right now, man, on them hats, man. You know they like that. That's for my dude Smallz right there. We're going to pop the shirt open. You know, we got different flavors. This just some light work right here that we got going on right now. Some cool T-shirt. I ain't know your size, big brother, so I won't have to lace you with the medium because them fit real good. You know what I'm saying? That's the props, man. Priorities right on point, equal success, man. You see the roses around it, man. You see the logo, man. It's fresh. You see we got the tags in it, man. Tagless, but you see what it is. It's all official. That's for you, my dude, though. Shout out my dude, Mikey, for that, man.
Just for future reference, I'm a size small, just like my name.
Got you, bro.
But
we'll mail you
all
something.
gifts are accepted over here. So what you got going on right now?
Basically, right now, what we got going on, man, putting out an original project right now, man, the EP. It's called Props, a Jiggy Lifestyle, man. We live that. It's not a game. This is what we live. It's a Jiggy Lifestyle. I know you hear ASAP and I'm saying Jiggy. We feel Jiggy. You know, we feel real fresh. Like I say, I'm steezing right now. The steez real nice right now. But that's what's going on for us right now. The EP, man, it's gonna change your mind. It's gonna change your mind about a lot of things about the youth. Also, we're gonna let you know what we've been through. We're gonna take you down to Kenner. We're gonna take you down to New Orleans and the Louisiana lifestyle, man. I'm gonna give you that. About 5 or 6 songs, not really sure yet, but nothing too much. Just something for everybody to listen to, give them a flavor of us, bring them a part of us. That's all it is, man. But majorly, we just prospering with this music, man. After this EP drop, we're going on farther and farther. We got singles for days. We got singles for years, man. We grinding, man. This is what we do, man. Props, we the gang. We the gang, man. I know you hear gang, gang everywhere you go, everywhere. You don't know what gang they talking about. But when you hear gang from your boy Light, you know what I'm talking about. It's Props, we the gang, man. That's what we are. Money hungry elite, though. But when y'all get this EP, it's going to show you I'm not to be played with. I've been writing, I've been behind the scenes. Y'all know me, y'all see me. But when you hear me, I'm not to be played with, man. Believe that. That's for locally and that's for far, way, far away. We come to make noise, man, and that's what we're going to do. Believe that, man. Props, Jiggy Lifestyle, about to drop on the 4th. Be ready for that.